Hi, Mackenzie. How you? Can you see us, Nicole?
No, hi. No, we can't see. We see your picture.
No?
We see your picture.
Uh-oh.
Gotta join the audio.
Is that it right there? Start video?
So this is
Can she said, hi!
Yeah.
who's in here?
Hey,
I
y'all.
love Nicole.
Come on, Mackenzie.
I can't.
And I have
Feedback. There it is. Yep, now we can see really good.
Mackenzie, come here.
That is your voice.
That was my choice.
So I need to just turn the volume on here.
Hi, Miss Deanna.
Hi. Okay, so what did you do? I don't think you're supposed to have tomatoes. Well, if you want tomatoes, do it.
So this one turned off your. Is that my hair? I mean, my hair done. What is that? This one turned off your. So they put, because what was happening is the sound was. What, Amazon?
What was with your donation?
Someone showed me a TikTok video
Uh-huh.
where there's like wives and husbands, and so she's like, "Hi guys," and they're asking me about how I got my hair like this, and the husband like looks up and is like, "No, I'm recording a video for my fans," and then the husband always the first question, "Hey, so you come to the video?" She's like, "Yeah." They asked me about my enemies and people. What enemies? I'm like, "Oh, it's hilarious." Some of them are mean, and you can tell it's not mean bad, but like you can tell they have a
Okay, so how are you guys going to do the social distancing thing? Yeah, because we got a small kitchen, but are you doing? Where's the bowl for that?
You can be on this side.
Well, once Camille's done with her prep, Camille can kind of be over here because she's going to be kind of. Drew, do you want Camille to read the directions and stuff? No, definitely. They're both going to do the meat at the same time. And then maybe Camille can have to do some stir. So you do your thing. I'm going to sit over here. What happened?
No, why? It's fine. No, I listen.
Oh,
it's fine. So I have been hearing this in church, worship and praise. And
we have to get started, I think. What time is it?
Let me get out of here.
Like, you have dinner.
It's fine. I heard it in the dance.
What? This is my She was like not having music. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get away from
Worship and praise.
I don't know.
This is that. So I know where your place is in the dirty room. And I just do that color, the dark. Okay, I'm gonna.
You guys going to get started, but I'm. Me too. You can get started.
Hi, everyone. Hi. I'm excited, Drew. Janasia. I'm excited, everybody.
Hi everyone, we're gonna get started. I'm Drew. I'm the president of the teen group. I'm 16 years old. I'm at Eastlake High School and I'm in 11th grade. I'm super excited to be here. Here I have my mentee, Janasia. She's new to the teen group. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, Susan. I'm 14 with Eastern High School and I'm a freshman.
Camille.
I am Camille.
Before we start, I'm gonna ask you guys to mute your phones so that we don't have, colliding audio so that we can all hear each other clearly. So that'll be great if you guys can do that for me. For the people that are here, before I start cooking, I'm just gonna give you guys a little thing that we're thinking about doing.
Is it unmuted?
All right, can you guys hear me now? Sorry. I think you guys can. Okay. So before we get started, it's just this one thing that we're doing for our chapter this year. I'm gonna ask you guys to picture what 2020 has been like recently so far, with COVID-19, Kobe Bryant, Black Lives Matter protests, George Floyd, stuff like that. So I just want you to picture what 2020 looks like to you in one image. And I want you guys who are on here to draw it. And then if your drawing gets chosen, it'll be on the front of our program book for everybody in the chapter to see. We just thought that was a really cool idea to, incorporate, especially with this time and Jack and Jill. It would just really be great to have everyone get together and put in all their ideas into one program book. So that's what we're gonna ask you guys to do. Just one picture, you can draw it, you can paint it, put pictures together. But at the end of the day, it's just gonna be like, we're gonna pick one and it's gonna be on the front of the program book. So that's gonna be really cool. So now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna start. First things first, I'm gonna show you guys the ingredients. We're gonna read off the ingredients. We're gonna show you our prep, and we're going to just give everybody an insight on what we're doing. So let's see. I'm going to log in on my phone so that you guys can see. And I'm going to have Camille here help me out. And she's going to tell me, she's going to tell you guys our prep. Let's see. So. Can I just take it from there? Okay, guys, so Camille here is going to show you guys what we have prepped in our ingredients. So we're going to flip it over. And then here you can carry it. So here we have all of our ingredients, all of our prep, the things that we need, and Camille's gonna go ahead and explain.
And then we have some green.
Some jalapenos.
Some purple onion.
Mm-hmm.
Some green onion.
Green onion.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Guacamole.
Some guac.
Lime. Taco seasoning.
Mm-hmm. We have all different types of taco seasonings. We got fajita, we got carne asada, and all that stuff.
And sour cream.
Sour cream. All right, perfect. And also we have some cornstarch. What we're gonna do, we're gonna mix that in with water so that we can thicken up the meat a little bit. We also got some lettuce too. So, and there's also ingredients that are optional in here. You guys really don't need to use all this stuff because of course, we all have our personal preferences. And I know you guys, might not want this stuff. So most of this stuff is optional. Basically, the stuff that we will be using definitely are the red onions, the cornstarch, and then the rest of the stuff are basically toppings that you don't need to add. But the rest of the stuff, yeah, we're gonna add into our meat and stuff, so that will be needed. But the rest of the stuff is pretty much optional. So we're gonna get started on our cooking. So, all right, so we're gonna have 2 different versions of meat today because, as you guys may know, I don't eat meat, so we're gonna do the vegetarian option. So here I have some Beyond Meat, it's a vegetarian option. And Janasia here is gonna use the non-vegetarian option, which is ground turkey. So we're gonna get started on cooking our meat. I'm gonna take you guys with me and we're gonna get started. All right, guys, so let me see if you guys can see this. Perfect. You guys can see the pans. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you guys to do, I'm not gonna ask you guys to measure because I don't think anybody measures oil when we cook. So first things first, we're gonna turn on our burners to maybe like medium heat. Kids, do not do this alone. Ask the parents to help. So here we have 2 burners. We're gonna put a splash of oil, and splashes. We don't measure. And the first things first, we're gonna let that heat up a little bit until the way we know that it's heated up is if the oil starts, gets a little bit more watery, kind of, where it like sloshes around the pan a little bit more. So first things first. We're gonna let that heat up a little bit, and then we're gonna saute our onions for maybe 5 minutes until they get nice and soft and golden brown. So we're gonna wait for that to heat up. And while we wait, I guess we can just talk. So yeah, I don't know what we can talk about, but what do you guys think about the hurricanes? You guys can turn on your mics so we can have a chat while we wait for the stuff to heat up if you guys want. You guys can definitely talk to us.
You don't have your mask on.
Drew,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, my husband doesn't eat red meat, and we were
Mhm.
curious about the Beyond Meat. Is that like a kind of like similar to ground beef or ground turkey?
There's so
Is it
many
a patty?
options. There's so many options with Beyond Meat. This one is like a beef one that you guys can put in, like, of course, the like spaghetti and stuff. It's all plant-based. So, no soy, no gluten. So this is like, it tastes the exact same. It's super good. And then they have just different types. They have this type for like, it's like a chorizo kind of type mix. It's all plant-based. And this is what I use. And then this is for like breakfast. So yeah, it's just like Beyond Meat is just basically an alternative. It tastes the exact same thing. You can get like beef alternatives and turkey alternatives. That's pretty cool. But yeah.
And where can we find the Beyond Meat product?
I'm pretty sure you can find them anywhere, at Vons, at Walmart, places like that. And then they also have the burger patties. These are my favorite. These are so good. Taste just like it. And you can find them anywhere. Any frozen section at your store. So you're good.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna assume, this oil is hot. This oil is hot. So now we're gonna throw, because I know it's hot because you can see the oil moving around a little bit more than it was before. That's how I know. That's how I grew up knowing. So now we're gonna saute our onions. We're gonna saute these for about 5 minutes until we get golden brown. And Camille can come in and help me too. So what I'm doing, what I like to do at least, I like to put in, a whole bunch of seasonings while it's sauteing. So you can throw in some garlic. I like my stuff garlicky. It's my favorite. You can put in crushed red pepper, and you usually want to do this so that, the flavor kind of enhances while it's doing it. So on my side, I'm gonna put in about, I don't measure, I barely measure anything. So, but since you can do this, since it's optional, you can put in as much as you want on your side. So I'm gonna do maybe like a half a teaspoon, or maybe two, So you're gonna put that in, and you're just gonna saute that for about 5 minutes until it turns golden brown and nice and soft. And then we're gonna add in our meat, and we're gonna wait for that to brown. So I'm gonna put a little bit more seasoning into mine as well. And Janae, you can put in her seasonings. They're all on the side. And then we're gonna wait for that for about 5 more minutes. And then you guys, like before, we can talk. We can talk about stuff. Any questions you guys might have. We have time on our hands right now. We have a little bit of time. So yeah, just waiting for that to saute. And the topic we can talk about for current events. School, school's going crazy right now. We have no idea what's happening. For me and Janae, we both go to East Lake High.
Cover your nose.
So we have no idea. Sorry guys, my nose is not covered, but we have no idea when school's gonna come back. That's insane. But we're gonna try and get through it. Oh my God. Next Monday. Child, I did not know that. But yeah, everything's crazy. Voting. I'm not gonna tell you guys to go out and vote because I'm like, there's adults on here, so you guys already know what to do. So yeah, just things are going crazy right now. And make sure you guys wash your hands before you do this. I should have said that in the beginning. Make sure you guys wash your hands to be safe. So as I'm looking at the pans, they're looking pretty good. I'm gonna get you guys a nice view of the golden brownness of our onions. Yes. So now we're gonna pop in our meat. For me, Janae, you can open up your meat. There's scissors in the cutting thing if you need it. You see it? And then Camille's gonna help me stir in my Beyond Meat. The recipe calls for about like 1 pack, but I don't think I'm gonna use 1 pack because it's just gonna be like probably me eating it by myself because I'm the only one who's vegetarian. So I'm gonna put in, the whole thing. I'm gonna be generous. So mine is frozen, so it might take a little bit more to, cook and stuff. For Janasia, she's got herself some raw, which will probably be like most of you guys. So yeah, Camille's helping me stir in mine. And then Janasia's about to throw hers in. Perfect. We got 2 different types, all different types of crowds, and we love the diversity. Yes. So she's breaking it up. I don't need to break mine up because mine already comes in crumbles. We're just gonna wait for that. We're gonna wait for Janasia's to brown, and we're gonna wait for mine to defrost or cook. So now you have more time. This can vary on what you're using because it looks like mine is already getting there. But basically, if you're doing Janasia's way, you're just gonna want to wait until it browns because as you can see, it's pink. You're just gonna want to wait until it browns completely. You don't want to get salmonella, exactly. Can you guys hear me? You guys can turn on. Can you guys turn on like? Let me know in the comments or something if you guys can hear me. What temperature is the ground turkey on? Yes, it's on medium heat. Both pans are on medium heat. You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
All right, so everyone can hear me, yes? You guys can just type it in the chat. You guys don't need to tell me I'm gonna just assume. All right, good. And while it's cooking, you can also add in your taco seasoning. So on our side, we got a whole bunch. We have carne asada, yum. We got the original taco seasoning, and then we have a big old thing of fajita, and then we have just another regular taco seasoning. So you guys can choose whatever you want. And if you don't want it salty, do half of it. So which one do you want to use for your today? I'm gonna use the original as well. So I'm just gonna use a half a packet of this because I really don't want mine to be salty. And since it's not that big of an amount, I'm gonna just throw in half. We need that flavor. We do. All right, so I'm gonna show you how much I put in. Camille's already mixing it, but you guys get the gist. Janae's already thrown hers in. So now we're just gonna wait for that to cook. And then we're almost basically done once that's cooking. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait. I'm gonna give you guys a little treat, a little something cool that we did for the team group. I'm gonna back up a little bit. So we got some new shirts, and we're gonna introduce the new kids to the team group. These are all the kids that just graduated and the kids that are new to the team group. So I think that's really cool. It's really cute. You know, we have all of our officers here. We have Chrislyn, you know, we have Remy, all of our officers. I think that's really nice. We have, you know, Janae in the back. So yeah, it's really cool like that. And Keon, thanks for being online. I appreciate you. Keep your name on the back. And basically, I know this called for the cornstarch slurry or whatever, but I don't really think that's necessary because we're not really trying to make the meat thick because it's already, you know, it doesn't need to be thick. So I'm not gonna use that today. And you know what? I'm gonna just do a taste test to see if it's off. Look at this, all you guys are add more seasoning. If you want either Janae's or mine, you can test it out. I'm gonna test mine out. Just a little bit. It's good. All right. So if yours is salty, you can add in some water, and then it'll it will evaporate up. It'll just kind of water it down a little bit. Not water it down. Is yours spicy? You can add water if you want. Yeah, so everything's looking good with our meat. Mine is looking about done. Mine is looking good. Janae's is getting there. You know, it's turkey. So now I'm gonna turn off my heat. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna turn it off. And basically, I'm gonna give you guys the rundown while Janae just finished cooking because it's gonna be the same process, the same thing. So thank you, Camille. Thank you, Janae, for tuning in to that. So come here. All right. So we're trying to keep safe with social distancing. So we're not trying to be too close. But the way we're gonna start is we're gonna prep. So like I said, we have all of our ingredients here. The way I like it, at least. You know, we have a whole bunch of lettuce chopped already. We have our onions, a small amount. We have green onions. We have lime that you can juice in. We have jalapeno if you like it spicy. We have regular cheese. We have crema or sour cream, however you like it. And we have a whole bunch of chips that basically we're just gonna cut open. We're gonna put all of our meat in it. So we have Fritos, honey barbecue, we have Cheetos, Doritos, both types of Doritos. So get into that diversity. And it's basically, you don't have to, get all messy with it because it's all in one bag. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna prep this because it's you wanna do it in a certain way. I think for mine, I'm just gonna make mine right now. I think I'm gonna use, geez, this is a good selection.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, King.
Oh, that's your brother.
Hi, King.
Oh.
Hi.
Well, I hope everybody's on the track. If you guys need us to slow down, let me know. I know. I'm just looking. And if you guys need me to slow down, if you guys need me to go any slower, let me know. We will totally hold up. Any questions, any confusion, let me know. You can totally unmute yourself or put it in the comments, and I will oblige. And would anybody do the drawing if we did it? Like, would anybody actually do it? Because I think that's a really cool idea. If we have, someone from any age group have their drawing, on, the front cover. All right, so I'm just gonna assume that everybody's ready. I didn't hear any objections. So for me, we all have all of our participants with us, and we're all gonna start playing ours together because Janae is done with her meat. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the Doritos. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it lengthwise so that I have more room. Because if you open it from the top, you're kind of cramped. So what we're gonna do is just gonna cut the top just a little bit so that you have room. I know it's a hard decision to choose what type of chips you want, but so basically you're gonna wanna kind of cut it open like this so that you have more room. I hope you guys can see that. Let me know if you guys can. You cut it maybe just like a small slit on the top so that you have room. And another thing that you guys can do, you guys can crush your chips a little bit if you guys want to have a little bit more room. I'm gonna just crush them a little bit since mine are kind of big. And yeah, you're gonna crush them. So now well, my participants are choosing theirs. They're gonna do the same thing as me. They're gonna cut it along the slit like so, or however they want to do it. And then we're going to start off with our toppings. You gotta social distance a little. Alrighty. So I'm gonna take you guys with me to my pan. So as you guys know, I need my vegetarian meat. So you're gonna take a scoop, just a little bit. You don't want to overpower it. You're just gonna take a small scoop and you're gonna put it in here. About that much. As you can see, ooh, it's kind of hot. You guys can see the meat and you guys can see the chips in there. Not too much, not too much. All right. So back over to my counter. And this is another option you guys want. If you guys don't want to do the bag, you guys can just throw it in a bowl if you guys want. You have a whole bunch of chips here. If you have a plate, you can put it in a plate. You can put it in a tortilla, even more chips. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of options, but I'm gonna start off with toppings. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of spoons and stuff so that we can all have our own toppings. Is that cutting? Can I help? All right. So let me know if you guys have any complications. So I'm gonna start with my toppings. I like to put cheese first so that it can melt on top of the hot meat. So like boom, boom, boom. Yum. I'm spilling it, but it's okay. So yeah, just throw in your toppings. I'm gonna put in some lettuce. I don't want to use my hands. I'm sorry. Fork to put in the lettuce. If you guys are with company, make sure that you're not using your hands. So I'll grab a fork. All right, cool. So we see everyone's topping their stuff. I'm gonna grab some green onion into mine. I know it's hot, it's hot. Beware if you're using, the aluminum bags because it might be hot since the stuff is fresh out the pan. So yeah, we're just gonna throw in our toppings on this side. Let's see. Ooh, you gotta get into the jalapeno. Just small scoops of everything so I can all fit into the thing. Since we do have a small little canvas. And I'm gonna add in some lime. And the way I'm doing it is we got our little juicer that you can literally get at the dollar store. Get into that. So I just have a half a lime. I'm gonna put it in here.
You guys spread out a little bit.
Gonna do a little juicing. Not too much, because and I'm gonna leave the rest if anyone wants more. I just put that in there. So for me, I'm just about done. So, we got our forks here, and you can basically just dig in. You did good. So you can just dig into this. The chips might be a little soggy, but that's gonna make it so that it's easier to pick up with your fork. So yeah. Get your fork. We have drinks in the fridge. The whole top on there.
The jalapeno is very spicy.
So before the jalapeno was spicy, I accidentally left the season there. So that's probably the reason.
Yeah, like for
But this is really spicy.
We'll be fine. All right, so we have drinks. I hope these are twist off. We have drinks, and yeah, and it's taco night. So walking tacos is what these are called. You can just walk around them. There's no mess. Super convenient. It's with your chips at the bottom. It's super good. It's super personalized. So if you guys don't like certain things on it, and I almost forgot the guac.
I have a question, please.
Yes, what's your question?
Why do they call those tacos walking tacos?
Walking tacos because look, let me just give you a demonstration. Can you see me? Because I'm walking with the taco. I'm walking with it because you can have it in your hand. You don't have to be bending over a plate because you know it's all messy. It's gonna be dripping onto your plate. It's super clean. You don't get your hands dirty. So basically, it's called walking tacos because you can go around and walk with it if you want. You can go prep it up the house and go outside and walk. Go outside on the walk and eat your tacos. That's why they're called walking tacos because they're super duper convenient and you can walk with them. So that's basically the reason. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you.
But I think it's a really funny name. It's a really cute name. But it's, you know, right there in the name. You can go outside and walk with it, and you'll be totally fine. All right, guys. So, yeah, let me, you can use a fork if you guys want. There's a dollop of guac on mine. All right, and I think we're done. So we're gonna crack open our drinks. And you know, is there anyone else on this call that wants to lead a cooking class? Because as you can see, we're doing pretty easy stuff, pretty fun stuff. You guys can have guests over at your house like I am. I have all my friends over right now. So if there's anyone that wants to do a cooking class, you can start doing these, and anyone can host them. It doesn't have to be me. So yeah, we can all do it. Is there any more questions before we dig in, before I let you guys go to dig in with your families? Is there anything else that you guys want to add or you guys want to mention before we sign off? I heard someone say something. And is there any people that actually want to do a next cooking class? Because you guys can let me know. I hear somebody talking.
Thank you.
Hey, Drew, this is Miss Tammy, Keon's mom.
Hi.
Hi, you did a great job.
Thank you so much. I know I'm behind the screen. Hi. Thank you so much.
Keon's going to make these walking tacos tomorrow. We're having fish tonight. On that creative.
That's okay.
Hey, Keon wants to know where you got the Beyond Meat from.
The Beyond Meat, you know, you can get it anywhere in your frozen section, at Vons, at Walmart, anywhere. It's basically just, it's a pretty, you know, well-known alternative. So it's basically in every store that you can look for, honestly.
So frozen section, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's all frozen. It's not like, it's all like in a
Thank
package.
you.
Of course. So any other questions before I sign off and let you guys enjoy your meal?
No, thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you guys for tuning in. Give Janae and Camille a round of applause for helping me out tonight. Great job. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys to eat this up. I'm hoping it's good. I know it's gonna be good. So, you know, we've got our critiques here. We've got our mom. We've got Camille and Janasia.
Really good.
And she said it's really good.
Well, y'all have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Hope you guys have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Dig in. Bye, guys. See you guys later.